So in the user environment, what we have in SolidWorks is the main menu, which is file. It is just like a Microsoft Word. You have file, you have the main menu here. In the main menu, you can use file, open, or new for making other software, making a new part. So how we do it? We click on file and click on new. Sometimes when the SolidWorks open, this screen automatically comes in front of you. But if it does not, you can click on file and click on new. So once we are in new, I have three options to choose from, which takes you to different modes of SolidWorks. I'll talk to you more on the modes of SolidWorks in detail, inshallah. But for now, let me show you the overall menus and what's available in the software, where to click, what is menu is doing, what option. Okay. So that's if I click on part, it will take some time to load into the part mode of SolidWorks, and then it is opening for me a user environment. And in the user environment, I have on my left side, which is just appearing now, this menu is called Features Manager or Design Tree. This thing is called Design Tree, and I have here on the top called Command Manager. This Command Manager, so let's keep it in sketch mode, which is here. This is the Command Manager. In the Command Manager, I have different modes to work on with. Okay, and it allows me to jump from sketching to 3D, from 3D to analysis and these things. So here I have here my Command Manager, guys. Very important. This Command Manager takes you from one feature to another, and let's keep it in sketch for you to show. In the Command Manager, I have different tools for that menu. For in sketching, I have different tools which are shown here, and the most important menu in this one is the Command Manager, which this one, Features Manager and the Design Tree. This is typical in all the CAD and modeling softwares. This design tree. If your Command Manager is somewhere around the right side or in the left or in the middle, what you can do is move your mouse up on this one, and then you can put it on the right, on the left, or on the top. So I usually keep it on top because it suits more and it's the default view of SolidWorks. So once I keep on top, it will appear on top here. In addition, guys, there's many, so since you're stepping into engineering, you will learn many different CAD engineering softwares like SolidWorks. You have CATIA, you have ANSYS, you have Pro Model, you have also AutoCAD Fusion, many softwares which are helping you to make 3D model, and you will learn many softwares in your life. So all of them are following basically the same philosophy of designing steps. So things are easy to manage. If you learn SolidWorks over very well, inshallah, you will be able to use other softwares as well. So one thing which is common in all of the softwares is the design tree here. What does the design tree do? The design tree keeps a history of all the options which you have used to make a certain model. For example, if you make a pen, or if you make some mouse, a keyboard, or any 3D model of a car, how did you make the car from the beginning till the end? What are the sketches in that? It will all record on the left side here on design tree. I will show you by example, inshallah. But also, this is very important to keep track of design tree. If your design tree is hidden somehow, you can drag it outside from this button here. Okay, you can make it bigger or you can make it smaller, but usually design tree is, you should have it. Also, if you start using it, you can see the basic of this is starting from a plane. I have a top plane, I have a front plane, and I have a right plane. Why do I have a plane? To start the sketching from. And there is an origin which is in the middle of all those planes. So this is just to explain the environment. The CAD model which you will develop will appear in this area. This area is where your design model will come, and this is where the planes are. So everything which you will design will be here. In addition, we have different views menu. This menu here on top here helps you to adjust different views of your model. So you can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, you can rotate and see your model with different views through this view menu. It's very important to know where is what located. This view menu, mostly CAD engineers access this view menu by using spacebar. So if I click spacebar on my keyboard, this is the space, the longer spacebar key, this thing comes in. What this menu does is it helps you align your view, because maybe while designing you move your mouse in a way that your design disappear. So what you can do is you can click on spacebar and you can just click on this button which is showing you the isometric view of your 3D model. If it is 2D, you can click on this, which is normal to, which means it will come in front of you and you don't have to worry about anything. So spacebar will give you views orientation menu. This there is many other things you can change from, like the background, the way you see, the number of hidden lines you see. So these things you can explore on your own, but my major concern from you to explain the menus are, and then as we are practicing using it, inshallah it will become more clear. In addition, one thing which is very important is the mouse clicking. In order to learn the SolidWorks very well, or any design CAD software, you must have a mouse. The mouse is like your right hand in this one. So if you're trying to use trackpad on the keyboard, your life will be very difficult. So try to get a mouse, and the mouse with a scroll bar button. So it's very important to have a scroll wheel button in the mouse, because scrolling in and out makes the zoom of the object in and out, and also it helps you move the object, pan the object left, right, up and down. Again, I will explain more as we are modeling, but the mouse clicking is a really important thing. The first click, the right click, the middle click, using the scroll button, it's very important. So getting the mouse is a major thing in order to design it very well. Okay, that's majorly all the things. So all the tools are in their own mode. So as you can see here, this is the next part in our discussion here today, exploring different modes. What I opened in the beginning of SolidWorks, if you remember, I click on part mode. So if I click, coming back again, if I click on new, it will give me option. What do you want to open? I want to open part, I want to open assembly, or I want to have a drawing. So there is three major CAD modeling roles modes which you can access from the beginning. Part mode is where you create single parts. So if you want to create a single object, a circle or a box or something, it will come in the part mode. If you want to join different parts together, it will be done in assembly mode. The assembly mode will have different options. It will be similar but slightly different to help you join the two items together. Then we have engineering drawing mode. What is engineering drawing mode? It is the same as what you used to have in AutoCAD. Remember? So it will generate 2D drawings. You can generate isometric views for the 3D object. The good thing about SolidWorks is if you have made a part in the part mode, you can automatically convert to engineering drawings, and you don't have to worry about drafting everything from the beginning. Okay, it allows you to edit, but you can also generate automatic 3D parts. So three major modes in the CAD as you open: part, assembly, and drawing. Inshallah, I think your lab number 4 is about assembly, and lab number 3 is about drawings. So we will learn through them in our other labs also. Okay, so let's see what's inside the part mode. Okay, in the part mode, you can create 2D sketches, and also you can create 3D objects. Okay, so the sketching you will do in this sketching. If I go to command menu, I have command manager. I have sketch here in the top. Inside the sketch, I have commands related to sketching. You can see all of them. Some are familiar to you, like line, circle. Some are not familiar to you, like trim entities. These are also same in AutoCAD and graphics which you used before. If you click on this one, there is a 3D guide also on how to use it and something. But these are the menus related to sketch inside the sketch command. Other than sketch, you have something called features. Features, if you click on features, all the options here, most of them are grayed out because we don't have anything here in the middle. But these are the options you will use for 3D models. Okay, so if you want to make a sketch of circle and you make it thickness or you give it depth, this can be done in features part. So if you can see here, the animation of this It is showing you that you make a sketch from 2D to 3D. All the 3D options you will find here in features command. Okay, remember, sketch is for 2D sketching and features is for 3D, making 3D objects. Okay, I hope you understand 2D and 3D. 3D means actual one with height, width, and depth, and the sketch is just on like a paper. And there is another mode called evaluate mode. I'll teach you more about this inshallah. But evaluate mode is used to measure your take the weight and study your what's your 3D model. If you make a 3D model, what is the weight for it? What is the center of gravity? What is the inertia? So these things you will find it in evaluate. You can see it here, measuring different things of your object. So this can be done in evaluate mode. In addition to these, there is many modes of SolidWorks, and depending on the number of modes you buy, it will be your price of SolidWorks. In this one, I have many modes of SolidWorks, and in addition, you have many others also, like circuit works, where you can make circuits. This is just for your information. You will not use all of them. You will use majorly 2D, 3D, engineering drawings, assemblies, and SolidWorks motion. These are the ones you will use in this course, but this is for your information. And yes, maybe photo view you can also use. Photo view, what it does is makes your 2D part looks very nice and shiny like a real part. Then you have also SolidWorks motion. We will use this. SolidWorks motion is used to create moving assemblies. But of course, in order to make good motion, SolidWorks motion and good moving parts, you need to have good assembly with proper defined contacts. So SolidWorks motion is another mode. We have SolidWorks simulation. SolidWorks simulation is also one of the most important mode you will use in your engineering. The SolidWorks simulation helps you to study the models if it is going to fail or not, or if it is going to break or not. It can be used for stress analysis, for thermal analysis, for drop analysis, many analysis. And it helps you know more about the part you designed from before, and helps you understand your design better or improve it better. You also have SolidWorks flow simulation. Flow simulation is how the fluid will flow in the pipes, in the valve, in your machine or anything. This fluid can be water, air, or anything. How you will study this? You will study this flow simulation. We have also SolidWorks plastics and many other things. But one thing I want you to understand is, in order to do or use any of the SolidWorks modes or simulation or study or analysis, you need to have one basic skill, which is what? Which is CAD modeling, which is the designing part, the sketching part. And so I want you in this course to focus on the two major things which are the most important ones, the sketching and the features. So sketching and the features will help you build very good parts, very complex parts, very good assemblies. And if your sketching is bad and your 3D models are bad, it will not work in the motion. That's why. And also it will not be good for analysis. So the basic is to do sketching and features properly. Once you learn it very well, you can proceed to analysis as much as you want. Okay. So that's an overview of the overall design and the features available in SolidWorks. And inshallah, let's proceed for the sketching part now.